Have you ever been driving along and somebody swerves into your lane, you honk at them, and they swerve back over into their lane, and you look over as you're passing them, and they're looking down at their phone, texting? I've had this happen to me plenty of times. I'm sure you guys have too, and it's pretty annoying. And if you guys are ones to do that yourselves, I'm here to give you some unsettling statistics that may make you change your mind. I've done plenty of research on this, and there's plenty of risks and consequences about texting while driving. There are many accidents and deaths each year. I have a solution to have each state place strict laws against texting while driving. First, I'll talk about a need to take action on this. It's a worldwide problem. It should be illegal with strict fines for the violators. It contributes to 6% of all crashes, and I got this on a website called textresponsibly.org. The Virginia Tech Transportation Institute said that for every 6 seconds of drive time, a driver who's texting spends 4.6 seconds with their eyes off the road. So that's more than 2/3 of the time that they're driving. They're not even paying any attention to the road. I actually, doing my research on the New York Times website, there was a game called Gauging Your Distraction, and you actually are driving down the road and you're switching lanes, and it'll have you hit a certain number for what gate they want you to go to, and then a text will pop up and you have to read it and answer it. And so you're sitting here and you're trying to switch lanes and you're trying to type and text to the person, and you do that, I think they send you 3 texts. And I did it twice, and both times I was 0.3 seconds slower at reacting while I was texting, and I missed 7% more gates while I was texting. And then at the end, it gives you this little graph of what the normal reaction times are, and it asks you if you saw the little gray lady. And it's actually kind of scary because both times I took it, I did not see the gray lady through the whole thing. In Utah, there is a very strict law, and they are as strict as if you're drinking and driving and you kill somebody, you can actually face up to 15 years in prison for texting while driving. That was also from the New York Times. The article came out on September 29th of 2009. There's done some surveys, and 84% of Americans think that texting while driving increases the risks, yet 81% admit to using their cell phone while they're driving, and 1/5 of experienced drivers will text while they're driving, even though they don't think it's very safe. With the number of texts rising each year, more are going to keep doing it unless we put some sort of stop to it. In December of 2008, the number of texts per month reached 110.4 billion, which was 10 times greater than it was in 2005. That was also from textresponsibly.org. The Virginia Tech Transportation Institute recommends that texting become banned in all motor vehicles. They state a potential that may create a true crash epidemic if texting-type tasks continue to grow in public. And the generation of frequent text senders reach driving age in large numbers. So all those 13 and 14-year-olds right now that are on their phones texting all the time, when they turn 16, it's kind of scary to think about. They're going to be on the road, and they're going to be sending texts too. Those affected in this is anyone traveling in a motor vehicle. It could be somebody texting themselves or somebody else, and some of them are casualties, and it's kind of sad to say that it will probably take, a hard hit for them to start doing something.
Probably for them to affect their family, correct? Or...
Yeah, for anybody to want to stand in. There's been reported 636,000 crashes, 330,000 injuries, 12,000 serious injuries, and 2,600 deaths in accidents of texting while driving. That was on textresponsibility.org. My solution to the problem. We have to stop that. My solution to the problem is just having states start banning texting, all 50 states, and having law officials enforce the laws at the highest ability. 18 out of 50 states have already banned. This map here kind of shows the green maps are bans, or green states are bans for all drivers on texting. The yellow ones, they have partial bans. So like maybe bus drivers or semi-truck drivers can't text, but they allow it in motor vehicles. And then all the red states, which we are included in that, has absolutely no ban on texting. The states that do, one of the states is California. And before they passed the law, 1.4 of the drivers were seen at any time texting, and only 0.4% after the ban was put on were seen. So that was like a 70% decrease overall, and that comes from the AAA website. They say that there's less accidents and less casualties in California. And also from AAAfoundation.org, AAA is working with the Motor Club to pass laws banning texting in all 50 states by 2013. So what I'm doing today is encouraging you to join the fight. Do it for yourself and encourage others to do it. You can actually go on that textresponsibly.org. You find a lot of information on there, but they have some flyers that are free to print out, and you can print them in this size or 8.5 by 11s. And you can post them anywhere people will let you, grocery stores or any bulletin boards and stuff, or just out on street lights, street lamp post things. And they got good information on them. If you're too weak to not answer your phone or send a text or wait till you get home, leave it in the trunk or in your purse or something and just don't dig for it. Do it for yourself and your family and for others. I would hate to see my family have it happen to them, and I'd hate, to have somebody else be texting and just have hurt somebody in my family. So, finally, the results that we're hoping for. I'm just hoping that in Michigan we can pass the law and there will be less accidents and less cell phone uses like California had. If they don't pass it, there's just going to continue to be more because the number of texting each day and each person. New teenagers are getting cell phones every day and they learn to text, and it's just going to get worse before it gets better if we don't make any changes. So my conclusion is just please put your cell phones down in the car. It's a very dangerous task, and if it ever comes about in the polls, I would hope that you would vote yes in Michigan. Just be strong, be safe, and do it for life.